Hi, everybody. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really nervous. Um, I've only done a few of these videos now, but today I was extra inspired today. Um, 'Cause today I'm not gonna talk about mythology or anything or myth or like that. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the threefold flame, which is blue, blue, gold, gold, pink, pink, and these three things are together. Now, these three flames are literally what comprise to make a human soul. Now, the reason why I know this is because I'm a source code holder for the threefold flame. Um, Straight up, I'm be fucking absolutely straight up with you guys. Uh, it's ta-da! It's my vocation. I've known this since I was a child. Um, I was 7 years old the first time I wanted to tell my mom I was one of the 144,000. 7 years old. I was fucking in church. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, right? Uh, they're one of the few, like you call them cults or whatever. They are in a certain ways. But what is a cult? You know what I mean? A group of people who feverishly believe their shit. And lots of lots of different cults. Not all bad. Most of them bad, but they'll have all their stuff that is based in some kind of universal truth, which is why they have the power that they have. It's just been corrupted. Um, so yeah. So since I was about 7 years old, knew there was a woman in my church who was one of the 144,000. I told her. She was like, it's not exactly something you, like, you're 7 year old. But she's like, well, why would you want to do that? I was like, oh, well, because I want to help God. Like, because that's what I'm here to do. And, man, I wish I would have that confidence, you know, from a child till now. Life beats you down. But then you remember. Um, so, anyways, and like every Passover, I'd go sit with her, and this happened for like 3 or 4 years, and where until people from the church realized what was fucking happening, and they made a big fucking deal about it because she's supposed to get permission from the upper ups. She's like fuck you guys. She's just losing her mind. And she's like, let's get fucking like legit, like like. Didn't even bother, didn't come from the right family, wasn't rich, so what the fuck would I know, right? Despite the fact that most things I said, stuff that I said would come up on the from the pulpit almost every week. Every week, I go to church and shit would come out. Things that I said come up off of the pulpit. You know. Hey, anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna talk to you about the threefold flame. Um, so what is the threefold flame? Um, like I said, the threefold flame is what really empowers the human. It is literally the three aspects of the human soul. Um, It is divine masculine energy, which is pink. It is the divine feminine energy, which is blue. And then there's the Christos energy, the Christ energy, the divine energy, and it is the golden middle flame. Now, these all first it starts off like from underneath your feet, because like it connects us from the our soul star chakra underneath our feet, and once you ignite that up into you, and you rest them into your heart, it is three flames. It's like, I'll tell you something. Most people, most people don't even have this much. They don't even have a flame that's even this big. They don't even have a flame that's that big. Burning and powering their entire fucking nervous system and their fucking everything. Because, oh geez, all of a sudden I got, my nose is itchy. So the thing you have to understand is that the power of, if you're chakras are all spinning right, and their light bodies the exact size it's supposed to be. Um, you're gonna need a lot more than just that to, especially if you start to like, if you start using like some of your extrasensory uh, powers, which I'm not, I call them extrasensory, not supernatural, because technically every human being on the planet is supposed to have these abilities, and they actually do. But again, we've been manipulated in how our life is functions, that we're not given this information, and most of us don't even know how to like, don't even think chakras are real, or any of this stuff. So you have to understand, we have this flame, and we're supposed to meditate on it and do visualization techniques, because everything is mind. It's ideas first, man. It's a chicken before the egg. Well, in that case, the egg, but it's the idea uh, that fills it, right? Aliens were to take all the chairs on our planet while we slept. We woke up, there were no fucking chairs. What would we do? Well, we'd scratch our head and wonder where every chair on the planet went. But then we'd make more fucking chairs because we know what a chair is. But what if not only did they take the chair, there were no chairs on the planet, they also took the very idea of a chair right over our head. Whoop, right? Right out of our head. What would we do? Well, we'd wake up, we'd be really fucking confused, and we'd sit under our table, and we'd like, this is really awkward. Do we just do this, or like eating our breakfast, and like, like we'd go into our living room, there'd be no couch or chair or any sitting device of any kind, and then we like, there'd be this hole that we try to figure out, and we eventually have to like reinvent a chair. We might even not even call it a chair because we have to reinvent the whole thing. So it'd be like a knobberknacker or fuck whatever the fuck we call it, because it would be gone, and we'd have to reinvent the whole freaking thing, because the idea predates the physical thing, and the idea is before the physical thing. Now, it's not saying that if we find a thing and figure out what the thing is, well, that can jumpstart you, but we didn't come up with that idea. It's like one of those, you know what I mean? Someone still had the idea before us, and we just like inherited it. That's how we, you gain inherited knowledge. Is another way of gaining inherited knowledge. Physical items as external memory. Yeah. It's gonna be a gooder, guys. So, I'm gonna do this now, so that was you guys have a look at some of this stuff here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm just learning how to do stuff. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. No webcam. Well, I'm gonna get this going. Why can't I get you? Well, hopefully this works. I'll find out in a little bit here. So I'll take a break and then I'll check it out. So the threefold flame is literally what powers the human soul. It's the mother energy, it's the father energy, and it's the Christ energy, the child energy. Um, well, these three things we can, like, they're, each one of them is powerful in itself. Um, the blue flame healing, man, is literally an incredibly powerful healing tool. The Father Pink Ray, again, is like one of the most common powers in the world. Like, you can cover someone who's freaking out in the pink flame, and they will instantaneously calm. And the gold ray, you hit them with someone with the gold flame, and they will absolutely just become filled with like divine energy. So I'm just gonna trust that it's gonna work. So yeah, the threefold flame. So each one of them is a powerful healing tool in itself. One's calming and caring and nurturing. The other is powerful healing. The other is like divine energy, and each one of them is is the center of our light. You know, and it burns inside your heart. As we do this, this is really important. Um, we're supposed to meditate on each flame, and as we meditate on the flame, we learn to like control it, like shift its color from like one color, the palest blue to the darkest of blue, and control how the fire moves as we visualize it. And like as we do this, as the better we get at visualizing it, the stronger it becomes. And like we do this each one of these flames, in each one of them. And then once we have them nice and controlled, and if you feel as though you're ready, pull them all three up from the heart of the earth into your soul, into your earth star chakra, and from there kindle your fire and let it like rise up and see how it burns. Is one fire smaller than the other? And when you figure out where your imbalances are, equal it out. Balance that shit in your life. Just your feminine, your divine masculine energy, your divine feminine energy, and when you balance the that central Christ energy, Christ consciousness energy, will literally just shoot right out at the top of your head. And the more once you have the first two balanced in your life, you know, not too much masculine, not too much feminine. You can do that. And once you have, once you can literally like turn it on, and all of a sudden you're like basically a Saiyan. Like, I'm not kidding. This is literally where we get chi from. The uh the prana, the life force literally emanates from these flames. You know? Um in Christianity they called this the light of the well, no, the Christians had the fucking fires on top of their heads. Now I shouldn't call them Christians, they weren't fucking Christian at the time. Uh Pentecost. This is the gift of Pentecost, man. The flame of Pentecost. The divine flame. Literally, this is like when you'd be initiated in the higher mysteries of the pyramids. Pyramid. Pyramid. Pyre. Fire. Fire. Pyramid. Right? That the higher initiates of this would receive this threefold flame. You know? But now everybody on this planet is a high level initiate. Everyone can have this. All you got to do is pretty much just I'm telling you how to do it. Like I'm giving it to you. This is my gift to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Um, and as we do this and use this threefold flame, um, we literally your your auric body will get bigger. You will expand. I mean, you'll become empathic. If you were a cold person before, you will warm up because you'll watch a commercial and you might start crying. You used to like watching the fights, and you're like, oh, I just can't watch that anymore. Where like, because you are literally going to be increasing your energetic body and your light body is literally going to expand. You know, and bad habits are going to start falling out of the way. Um, and like I said, you can use this to heal. If someone's feeling unwell, or let's say you come across someone, or an animal or a child is panicking, or a baby who's just like colicky, use the pink ray on the child. Calm it. Use that calm father energy. Again, pink is masculine. Get the fuck out of here. Anyone tells you it's not? Pink is a manly color. Pink is the color of love. It's a color of compassion. Um, and it is absolutely the color. Isn't that funny that masculine is the energy and conscious of love? Women, the blue flame. Well, that's nurturing. That's nurturing. It's caring. It's compassionate, but it's cold like the water. The fucking ocean will eat you alive. It'll eat her own children alive. Bad, but you know, that is, she can have more. I know it sounds bad, but it's how it is. It's absolutely how it is. Absolutely how it is. And you're probably thinking to yourself, you're like, wow, Alex, that does sound pretty cool. Oh, it also symbolizes uh, God, sovereign, and freedom. This is a symbol of divine sovereignty and freedom. This is God's covenant to us. And I don't mean like fucking Yahweh. Yahweh, I'm Yahweh, fear the box. Or some other fucking fake concept of whatever people want to call the fucking father, mother, creator source, right? Like, and I don't get me wrong on these other like facets of it, because the true form of the mother, father, creator source, you just call them that because they don't have a name. They are literally whatever name you really want to call them. They're your original creators of everything, the primal mother, father source that all life sparked out of. Like, you guys are gonna be smart. I highly recommend looking up the blue flame, the gold flame, or the blue ray, the gold ray, and pink ray. Um, you can find out more information about it. You know, I'm here giving you just I'm giving it to you. You can do your homework. You're smart people. This is welcome to the age of air. We're literally entering. I know we're not there yet. It's like 600 years. And like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Time doesn't function the way you fucking think it does. Time is a non-linear concept. I mean, like, we see it as a linear concept because our poor little mammalian monkey brains couldn't fucking handle it if we could actually see time as a multidimensional fucking thing. In its non-linear fucking form. If you were a fucking five-dimensional entity living, like, people are like, oh, time doesn't exist, for these higher dimensional beings. No, no, time as you understand it doesn't fucking exist. Time is one of the aspects of fucking creation, and it is a different aspect of time. Time for them is literally a different function. Absolutely fucking differently. Actually, you could be a different fucking star system, and time would function differently because your star would be bigger or smaller and would be comprised of different elements, and the gravitational force would literally distort how light functions around that planet, and time would function differently. In the 3D. Don't even get me started in other fucking dimensions. Man, okay. Now, that's how time, that's just time in 3D. You know, like, and one of the biggest issues about time is that our calendar is fucked. You got a Julian calendar, Gregorian calendar. I mean, like, calendars should not be, calendars need to be round. They should be round for a year, right? Be able to count the days, 365 in a circle. So that way you realize at the end of the year, you're just going back over again. But to help reinforce this whole fucking idea of linear time, our masters, I mean our government, I mean our churches, I mean fucking reptilian overlords or whatever the fuck, whatever those things are that want to fucking suck the blood fucking right out of our fucking pituitary gland. You know those guys? Yeah. Uh, they gave us this fucking broken piece of shit they want to call fucking a calendar system that is not in sync with the fucking organic, natural time. One, they only give us one of the calendars that we're supposed to follow. Yeah, big surprise. We have more than one calendar because it's different calendars for different things, right? There's a lunar calendar, which is 360. You've got a solar calendar that's 365, and then you have a couple larger ones. Got even a couple larger ones. You've got a galactic, and you have one that's universal. Yeah, fuck, poof, right? Well, what do you mean a universal calendar? Well, we're not even getting to that right now. Uh, I'm just telling you guys about the threefold flame because once you start using on that threefold flame, um, you start syncing up to the natural movements and order of the universe. You're like, man, this doesn't seem right, right? And then generally that's because these fucking demons that we call, or fucking artificial sky gods or whatever the fuck they are, not supposed to be here, is what they are. They keep fucking jamming our shit up. So that way, like, they're trying to keep us out of sync out of natural time. If we're not living in natural time, we're easier to manipulate. If we don't know what the proper calendars are, if we don't have the proper calendars, we can't pray to we can't make proper prayers to the gods, to the creators. And again, when I say pray, I don't mean like dear God, he was being mean and I like a Ferrari. I mean, like, venerate God. Thank you, God, for letting me be alive. I see you, you see me. Thank you so much. And, and the proper days. Because on those proper days are when, straight up, the, one of the few things the Bible's got right is that the fourth day of creation, and when you call it, what we call the fourth commandment, are intricately connected. What that means is on the fourth day, they hung the luminaries and the planets and all the other stars in the galaxies and the shit that fucking burns and makes all the lights in the night sky and the sun and the moon, all that stuff, right? You hung all that stuff into creation. The fourth commandment is observing proper holidays and making sure the Ark of the Covenant, the box, because I'll tell you, Yahweh didn't always live in that box. Or Baal. I mean, Marduk. That fucking one of those fallen asshole Babylonian gods? Yeah. Crawled into the box and is like, I am the God, unseen God that lives in all things. Put me in the box. Absolutely legit. So, anyways, because that's the fourth day, the fourth day of creation and the fourth commandment are absolutely interlinked. If you're not, because if we're not venerating the gods on the proper days where the stars are hung in the proper places, those stars, it's not we're worshiping the stars. The stars, our songs go out into the heaven as we connect our souls and our energy to the core of our planet. And as we sing and we dance and these, because that's what you do when you greet the gods, they speak in song and dance, man. Yeah, absolutely. That's why every every temple fucking they sing, like, and the good ones they dance. Woo! That's how you know God's come. Everyone starts dancing. Woo! Right? That I'm not like gonna get like into that Bible thumper fucking getting drunk in the Holy Spirit stuff, but that's an actual thing. It's a corrupted version of it in those like snake handler church fucking show me the money churches. But that's what these fucking snakes do, right? They take from the true religion, kill all the people as they can from the old religion, and fucking call it their own. And they use because since again the devil was an angel, right? So the angels and demons got the same fucking powers, and the same with their fucking churches, right? They've got the same stuff, absolutely the same stuff. But you have to discern for yourself. And there's another reason too. I'm not telling you to go get the books from these mystery schools or fucking talking about any of the fucking ascended masters. I highly recommend not looking into the ascended masters until you have learned to harness the threefold flame for yourself, and you have some discernment and some power and personal power. I don't mean that because that's the thing. These entities, the gods and the ascended masters and the angels, are not what we think they are. They're not exactly what we think they are, right? You know what I mean? Like a lot of these gods are just beings that are would be similar to us if we were allowed to access the higher dimensions. Because to travel through space, you have to travel through time. Literally, that's all. Is it? It takes time to travel through space, and to get from point A to point B without taking millions of years, you literally have to fold dimensions. Like, have to get from like what would take a million years in like regular human fucking like linear time, the time that we're forced to function at in this like very heavy area of three-dimensional space, would require us to take millions of years, even at like the first levels of like light speed. Okay, but when you're folding dimensional space, you can take what a journey that would take. Okay, thank you. I'll get it later. Um, so what was I saying? Sorry, my roommate made me tea. So anyways, uh, to travel through dimensional space, that would take about 3 billion years, 3 million years. You could do it in about 6 months. Okay. Yeah, if you just bring it to me, I'm making a video. Look at my roommate's gonna bring me tea because he's such a fucking gent. Oh, delish. Uh, Having friends is dope. So again, so what does it have to do with threefold flame, right? Well, the really advanced entities in our solar system, they don't even have a ship. There's no physical ship. It's all built out of light and plasma. Okay, and so these entities, these higher beings, or not even higher beings, just live somewhere else where they've been allowed to fucking evolve. This has been allowed to, but like we haven't. Okay, so they'll group up in a formation. They'll start singing a song, and as they sing in chorus, They create a particular harmonic resonance. And this is, again, they have a threefold flame too. Man, because every fucking entity with a soul or consciousness, for the most part, who has an etheric body, a light body, and some kind of form of physical body, can really have a threefold flame. They may not have a physical body like ours. It's a totally different fucking story altogether. Um, but with this threefold flame, what the threefold flame, what they're able to do is that this is a flame that powers the fucking plasma light ship, which is called the Merkabah. The Merkabah. Whereas, the Ezekiel's, the wheels of Ezekiel, those wheels that spin are exactly like every other fucking sci-fi show you've ever seen. As they spin around, they make a field or harmonic resonance. And again, it's powered, but each one is powered by a different sound frequency of that burning flame. Absolutely. This is the fucking god honest truth I'm telling you here, guys. You know? And this is how these Merkabahs fly through space. And they're literally able to, like, I don't even talking about, are creating artificial wormholes or black holes or any of that fucking nefarious draconian reptilian fucking zeta reticuli omicron theta fucking decepticon bullshit. Straight up traveling through space using nothing but sound and plasma and light to travel from point A to point B. And you know what you use for fuel? You literally breathe time. Fuck. Woo! Yeah, man. I mean, no fuel. You were literally, because again, you were literally using one of the very aspects of the of, of time, time and space. You are using the very concept of time as the fuel source for you to travel. It is as long as you can breathe it, you can travel it. And so thus, you don't actually have you're combusting an actual source to create this, you can go way faster than the speed of light. Way faster than the speed of light. Just depending upon how your degrees of how the people you were traveling with can create your song, create a more harmonic, the more harmony you have, and the more rings you can make, and how many more places you can inhale time. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, Alex, but you know what? It's true. This is really important, actually, because the whole thing I'm getting at, is about because now once you've actually you've done meditations and you've got a good handle on the blue flame and the purple flame or the pink flame and the gold flame. And this is really important. This is my gift to you guys. Like I said, this is not from any of the fucking ascended masters or anything. At least not. I'm no ascended master yet. Um, so when you have finally you're able to create this, it's an inferno. It is powerful and just full. You've meditated on it and you've visualized it, and it's real. You can bring up almost instantaneously. You generate this fire, and you take the and when you look up and you're standing in this blue, pink, and gold inferno, bring it down like you would like a blowtorch, and you intensify the fire, and I want you to grab top of your head, because this is all part of your electric field, your light body, this field of sound, light, and plasma that you're generating. That is actually you. That is what you actually are. More so than your human body. Human body, when you master this, it's the body's a piece of organic technology, which is awesome, and it's a memory. And that when you've mastered this, we'll be able to remember our bodies and be able to manifest in other places. Anyways, when you're able to bring down the intensity as you contract the field, you pull down the flame, but keep the flame intense, and then you snap it. You need a little pop, and what happens is when you snap together the pink flame and the blue flame together, all of a sudden the whole thing transmutates into the purple flame. Woo! I can feel that. And now you are just raging. It is all, with the exception of the gold flame coming off the top, you are all one color and it is violet as fuck. This is the violet flame of transformation. You are now, instead of 3 things, you are 4 things. But 2 together is 1. This is why they have royal blue or royal purple. Like the emperor wore purple. Only the emperor wear purple. He's of the imperial blood, right? The king of kings. And it's true. This was a highly guarded secret by the highest order of multidimensional entities in the universe. Only the ancient creator races were able to manifest the purple flame, man. Like, they were literally the first races in the galaxy to be in all of creation. It's like, generally the the great creators of all of creation and their angels, and they're like what we call the original archangels, created the founder races first, and they said, hey guys, we love you. Now, taught them all sorts of stuff. They literally learned most of their technology and their science and their spiritual practices from the sources of creation themselves, at the foot of the masters. Yeah, the first master. Not even masters. Don't even fuck the right word. Literally learned the art of creation and how to make technology that doesn't fucking fuck up reality. You know what I mean? Like, all this stuff, right? And said, go forth and populate. And they did. They created all these other all these other species that we would call us. They created us. They created all of they created the alpha, betas, and technons, and whatever. There's lots of different species out there. I'm sure lots of you guys know about it, but and the purple flame of transmutation. You can literally transmutate things with this. This is alchemy here. Like, you can turn. This is how you turn, lead into silver or lead into gold. This is how you turn, life into, or from death into life. Absolutely. Uh, when you've mastered the purple flame, you can literally do things that are supernatural, actual supernatural. I don't mean all sorts of crazy shit. And what it's really good for, the more dangerous of these we'll say nefarious dark entities, you can literally cut them to pieces. Here's the thing: when you do want to cut them to pieces, we're not killing them. That's where you cut, because there are noble aspects to every negative thing. If you take a magnet and you cut the negative part of the magnet off, the magnet's broken. It won't fucking work, right? If nighttime is the opposite of daytime, which would be light, negative light, well, things live in the night that aren't dangerous. You know, like we spend about 1/3 of our life in the dark. You know, like anger isn't bad. It's a natural process that we have, but everyone sees it as negative. You know, sadness, fucking sadness is we see as sadness is like this thing. Oh, you should don't be sad. And it's like, you know, there are noble aspects to these things. Fear is not bad. It's a natural response to things. Fear in itself isn't bad. Again, we have to figure out what the noble aspects of these negative things are in yourself. And when you see it in yourself, you can actually see it in these things that are actually manifestations of like these darker entities who are completely consumed by their negative forces. And with the purple flame, you can literally, you're like, whap, whap, and you just cut off the sick parts of them. Because it's sickness, it's blackness, it's poison, it's corrupted, it's negative. Because again, the whole thing about especially in a 3D space, because it's 365 degrees. Your center point is not negative point or 0 point, is neutral point. It is the neutral point of which you exist. Because from here is the center of the universe, and it is not neither positive or negative, it is not a z point or a pinch point, it is a negative space. It is, or not negative, it is a neutral space. It is literally from there, all points of creation emanate from that point. Yeah. Woo! So yeah, so the purple flame is absolutely amazing. Uh, it is ruled by the Amethyst Order of the Galactic Council. And this is none of this fucking woo-woo fucking Ashtar command new age bullshit either. Like this is some fucking stuff. This is every sentient life in the universe will eventually come up into this spiritual scientific language. Because it transcends language. It's actually the source of language, and language is the source of it. You know, those fucking creator races sure love their paradox, right? One is a one is the image, the word, and the word the image. It's like when if you can't figure that infinite point of two opposing things are the same thing, if you can't solve that for yourself, then fucking I don't know what to tell you. Fucking wait another 1,000 years. You know, like, but we are literally evolving right now. It's like, you know, like you just have to be able to picture it. Uh, there is no escape from samsara. You know, you escape from samsara. You have to figure out how to be in all places in your reincarnation cycle, in your incarnation cycle, and at the same time, you will exist in all those places simultaneously. Because I was trying to tell you before, if you don't exist in time, you don't exist anywhere. If you sever yourself from the wheel of samsara without being in all places simultaneously, you don't exist anywhere. You cease to exist. There is no escaping the matrix. There's just various levels of the matrix. All things exist inside the matrix. You know? Because again, so this whole idea that we're gonna escape the matrix is a fucking lie. That's just another fucking trap of the matrix. That these archonic fucking beings, the demon fucking asshole fucking reptilian cocksuckers, and their synthetic AI buddies want to fucking hijack reality. That's literally what they did. They went into like the first dimension, which is like where our root chakra is, our second, and like the first, the second, and the third. Basically, where we exist into this thing, they borrowed in and started like pumping fake reality out into like our little fucking world. And mostly just here, I'll tell you that. You know, they're contained here. You know, and that's part of the thing. We don't want them getting out into the rest of the universe where they can fucking start devouring like shit. Like they are literally kept here in a couple other places. They've been contained. You know, This is like some pretty crazy stuff. I know, and I know I must sound like a crazy person, but you know what? I don't care. I actually don't sound like a crazy person. This is again one not alien woo woo. Just like this is literally because again, I don't want to leave this planet. I've never actually got to fucking exist on this planet and actually enjoy it for what I'm actually supposed to be. Before I actually leave here and go into space and in like the galactic community and go kick it somewhere else, I would very much like to hang out on Earth the way it's supposed to. That is something I don't think I've ever done for the entire time that I've ever existed, in all of my incarnations and fuck however much time I've ever existed as a eternal light body, as a breathing ball of light. I've never got to enjoy this place the way that the creators intended. And before I leave this planet for good, I would very much like that. That is my fucking goal. I don't know. I hope that's yours too, because that'd be fucking dope to exist here in the way that it was absolutely meant to, in its true splendor and glory, not in the way that we live here now, or even the past where it was actually not as nowhere near as bad as the past is way worse. No, no, the fucking past is fucking actually really good. People live a lot longer than they fucking say they did. Like it was definitely not as bad as like people make it out to be. Like like, well, yeah, for how long we counted? Like, when we stopped cremating bodies, because that's how we used to do it. We put all bodies on fire. And for, it's fire. Bodies got burned, man. People didn't. People only buried or mummified the important people. Most people, their energy went back into the earth and recycled until they could ascend up and out into grown up community. Because we're literally living. Oh man, so the fallen fake Babylonian Sumerian sky gods, Baal or no, Baal, Enlil and Anu, the father god, and his fucking little bastard son Marduk, Baal, yeah, Enlil. So how does one become the gods of heaven by becoming kings of by becoming gods of earth? We'll be kings of heaven by becoming kings of earth. They said this is in the Babylonian Elam and Lish, the seven tablets of creation. Anyways, right? Some of the oldest like divine information we have on the planet, right? So how does one do that? This seems really weird, these little backwater planets, one little are part of the Milky Way galaxy. They can literally become kings of heaven. By that, they mean like vast areas of space, different stars, solar systems, nebulas, everything. Like huge quadrants of the Milky Way. They absolutely rule by being gods here. How is that possible? You think, right? What if I said that's because Earth is a genetic library? Um, yeah, that Mother, Father, Creator, Source created this place. How did they create this place? They walked this place in 3D, just like us, just like you and me. They live here, and they took all the sentient life, all the advanced civilizations in our area, where they collected samples of all of them. So like dogs, cats, birds, insects, basically anything that lives here for the most part can actually generally manifest could evolve into a multi-dimensional, multi-temporal, uh, advanced civilization if they were on a different planet. Because a lot of times they're actually stuck into the things they are because they're frozen in a particular growth cycle. So that way, if like lo and behold, accident, guess what? Even every time, everything has its season. A planet only has so many rotations around a star till that star expands, becoming a different life cycle and destroying all the planets around it, and killing all life. So at this point, the elders of the said species see this lifespan's happening. They take some of them and the little bit lower dimensional children find a suitable replacement, go to the seed planet, collect what they need, and reseed their fucking planet, re-terraform, rebuild. If there are not like evolving sentient consciousnesses of whatever species, the higher dimensional ones will eventually, even though they have lifespans that last unfathomable amount of time, but eventually that they will die out because there is none to replace them. Because everything has a time. Everything dies. Everything. Fuck everything. For the most part. Except for probably the creative sources, but we don't understand their time function. We don't. It's beyond us. It absolutely is. But we know that they have time. Waxes and wanes. Fucking wanes. And so, or like accidents happen. You know what I mean? Like, stars explode. Fucking, all of a sudden, a large old comet comes through fucking at an angle no one expected. The universe is random. Shit happens. Oh, fuck. You know? Whoa, let's fucking bring in a planet. Let's create a planet. Boom, terraform it, put it back in place, reset everything. Bam. Right? That way, that life will prevail. Absolutely, this is literally what Earth is supposed to be. And actually, Earth, yeah, that's why you have to wonder. Like, you'll see all of our like religious leaders too, for the most part. And by the religious leaders, I mean like your Jesus. And I mean the true Jesus. You know, Buddha. All these guys, you'll see them holding the heart. Again, very very important here on this planet is the heart. Do you know why that is? Because our star, or our star system, is in our seed world, is part of the our galaxy's chakral system. Because just like we have a chakra system, our planet has a chakra system. You know what? Our solar system is literally related to our chakra system. Each planet's connected to a particular chakra. And when it's functioning properly and where it can to it properly, our chakras run better. Fuck yeah. Woo-hoo. As above, so below, so without, so within, so without. Right? And guess what? It doesn't just stop there. So it moves into our galaxy, the whole entire Milky Way. Between the entire Milky Way, there are 8 star systems that are similar to ours, that have a planet that that the creators of all things walked on and filled with life for their fucking quadrant of fucking space and time. And each one of those is represented by a different fucking chakra. Ours just happens to be the heart. There's a reason why the fucking Anunnaki fucking came here. There's a reason why the Alpha Draconians are fucking here. They came here. That's why the Zeta Reticuli came here. That's why everyone fucking came here. All these really dark entities came here. There's a reason why. They're coming for the heart. Those heart codes. Because in the center of every of our planets are the books of creation, the codexes of creation. Very heart of our planet, the core of our planet, the iron double diamond, an iron double diamond heart. Now, inside that diamond is the reason why it's diamond and it's made of iron is because it's the in the heart of the liquid metal, magnetized metal around our core, and there is a singularity. And this singularity, which is the heart, is there's a little microscopic hair that makes our electromagnetic field work, our aura, our auric bodies, right? This little right? That just pumps this toroidal field, and within like just like a tornado, the eye of that storm is calm. And if you are one of the souls who are blessed, you access this. I like to call it the reading room. Uh, and inside the reading room is it's also called it would be called the heart of a mente, the very heart of a mente, or you would call it the Akashic records of our planet, the very heart of the Akashic records, where only those who are chosen, right, the archangels, some gods, super high level light workers called the blue rays, they have access. And even not all the blue rays have access. Only certain ones have access. But actually, none of the codices are safe, but like they're not in there right now. They're, anyways, uh, again in that singularity, there are the 13 codexes of creation, and in those books are the genetic codes of every sentient of all life that exists, will exist, could exist, might exist in the entirety of all creation, because they're all connected. And each one, so each seed world, they have the same copies of the same fucking books. It's literally like they're covenant with the planet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like literally that's why they're here, because these codexes are here, and that's why all this life is here. Yeah, I'm talking about it's all connected, anyways. So like, the blue rays are the people who are like powerful fucking light workers who came here to like fucking do some shit. They're like literally God's secret. Like, they're the Mother Creator Forces like special ops team. They're like the Green Berets going in behind enemy lines, spy work, and like doing all the shit, fucking that, making sure shit gets done. Um, Fixing families' genetic lines. Came here to fix stuff so that we can be free. So yeah, those Anunnaki cocksuckers. They're a bunch of terrorists who like took over a fucking daycare that was filled with like the children, the potential, the future of every sentient life civilization in the entire fucking galaxy, uh, or at least in our part of the Milky Way. And like literally, so like that's one of the things they even did. They literally like blew up a couple planets, and they're like, "We've got you by the balls." And like that's why some of these alien species that we call aliens, uh, have like worked for them for a very long time, because they don't want their they have to. If they don't, they'll like blow up their planet and like fucking and or like wipe out, make their entire fucking species extinct on this planet, and then fucking wipe out their planet. Pew! Fucking go on, no return, return to center. Fucking go on. And he did it to a couple species that, yeah. So yeah, good times. So hopefully this worked. I fucking really hope this did. Because I'm not even sure how long I've been doing this for. Um, yeah. So the threefold flame and the violet flame are incredibly powerful tools. And like you have to understand, like that's how, like how do you get from one to two? You know what I mean? Like, we take for granted that we can get from one to two with our hands, right? You go, oh, geez, one, two. It's like, what are the mechanics of getting from one to two? How do you do that? How do you get from one to two to three? You know, what's the mechanic that actually makes you be able to go from two to three? How do you get from three to four? What's the mechanic that actually makes that happen? These are things, and it's very, very simple. It's like you. It's again, it's so simple. It makes it complex because we've never actually looked at it because it's literally one of the secrets of the universe. If you can figure out how one actually becomes two and two actually comes three, man, the universe is yours. None of this like 369 shit. I mean, literally, if you can figure out how one becomes two and two actually becomes three without actually going using your fingers, eh, fuck legit, absolutely legit. Because then you'll be able to figure it all out. Absolutely. Because again, all these other advanced civilizations have fucking fingers and literally forgot some of the simplest shit in the universe. How do you go from one to two, three to four, five to six? How does that actually function as a mechanical device mathematically? Right? It sounded, yeah, man. Good times, good talk. Um, so I highly recommend. Oh, and the other reason why I'm showing these pictures is because the picture is uh, visual imprinting is an advanced technological device. So you can literally take one of these pictures of the threefold flame and stare at it. You look at it for a bit, and then you meditate on it, and like, because then you're able to actually help create a visual image in your mind. Because again, it's all about making that mental image. And the stronger you can make it, the more real you can make it, the better it is, the stronger it is. Again, they all have sound too. Because again, you also have to start generating the sound too. Once you know the frequency, your body will start creating a more harmonic resonance. And like it'll pull other people into sympathetic resonation. And then instead of like in disharmony, we become harmonized. And then we create a natural occurring feedback loop that instead of like we actually like and we generate more power and we become more healthy. We together in sympathetic resonation without taking from each other. We literally like empower each other because we're vibing at the same frequency. Um, yeah. So I think it's like it's actually quite late. I'm gonna stop here because that definitely made me absolutely tired. Um, oh, oh, it's only an hour. Only went for an hour. Like I said, so I like literally my my computer like right in front of me. It's like amethyst. Oh, actually, you know what? This is Aurora Light 23. It is one of the oldest minerals in the world. It is like 4 million five. They've got it actually down to know exactly how much or how old it is, but it's like one of the oldest kinds of crystal in the world. It's like it's 4 million years old, over 4 or 5 million old, 4 or 5 million years old. And the reason why it's called three is that on top of being a kind of amethyst, it's actually got like 23 different like metals and various other like compounds in it. And it is literally one of the most powerful healing stones in the world. Like it is not for amateurs. It is a powerful healing stone. It is like, ooh, yeah, man. Uh, so I hope you guys are liking these. Um, I'm gonna be getting some new cards. I'll probably do some readings and stuff later too. Just feel it out. Um, suggest stuff to me. Yeah, where it's all about co-creation, right? Like, so if you've got questions to ask me about stuff, be my guest. I'm literally a know-it-all. I can't help it. I literally come by very naturally, and I don't want to know everything. I'm just spent way too much time alone reading and thinking about stuff, and then coming into knowing this, like, as a divine calling, like being able to access a akashic memory, a galactic memory, and like the true history of like civilization and stuff like that here on our planet, like, like this higher level of understanding, opening the gates of wisdom up and letting them pour into your mind. You literally, like, this is not anything I bargained for. This is like, knowledge is a gift between you and the creator. If you are capable of understanding what it is that you're knowing, then it's yours. You know what I mean? Like, but if you like have cheat and like, make bargains with fucking like entities to get fucking your knowledge, then that knowledge isn't yours. And like, you can literally just like go, whoop, and you're like, I don't remember how to do that. And you're like, give me baby blood. And I'm not even kidding. That's literally like the kind of shit they do, because it's borrowed power, right? Knowledge is power, right? But if you take time and the effort to research and fucking look for questions, not answers, again, it's not about, never ask a question you don't already know the answer to or almost know the answer to, because you're not looking to get an answer, you're looking for confirmation, right? You just want to be confirmed that you already know what it is that you're looking for, right? When you're going to get it, right? Because the thing is, if you go looking for answers, eventually you'll fucking know everything. If you live long enough, you will literally, if you just look for an answer, like if you just look to answer the questions you have, you'll know everything eventually. And as soon as you know everything, you're one foot in the grave. Yeah, all right. But if you seek questions, and you'll never run out of stuff, you'll never run out of shit fucking to know. You know what I mean? I think like, when you die, the getting to meet your creator, and the whole proverb, every soul who dies gets asked the creator one thing, right? And like, what's life? And always like, cliche questions, right? Like, and like he's like, oh, so he's that bored fucking substitute teacher. Go in there, and if you got a good fucking question, he'll be like, oh, there's no one around. He'll give you a couple more questions, because he'll be like, oh, he's like, so many of these dumb monkeys. He just asked, like, why was my dad gay? Like, it's dumb people questions, because they're just like dumb people. So when they get an opportunity to talk to a monkey who's actually fucking smart, it was like, oh, hey, right? And like, then you get to fucking learn shit, or get confirmation on, and then actually learn. Oh, facto checkto, right? Yeah, that's like an hour and 9 minutes now. I think that almost be my longest one. Uh, yeah, and there's more flames too. Like, I personally myself, I'm gonna so straight up, I'm a rainbow, and by what I mean by rainbow is anybody who's a rainbow can use more than 5 of the rays. But I mean, I'm a rainbow is that I can use all 7. Like, I'm one of the 144 rainbow souls who came to this fucking world to like fucking kick some fucking ass at the end of the world. Woo! Fucking teach people how to fucking remember the old stuff that we used to fucking know. Like, we all used to fucking using all this stuff. Some people better than others, but everybody used to know at least a little bit of this stuff. And we're here to bring back this ancient wisdom, like fuck, free of charge. Like, I don't want anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you book a reading with me, like an astrology, natal charts, or like some tarot reading, fucking pay me. So, but like these videos right now, me donating money, want to get a little bit better or some more followers. But generally, for the most part, this is what we're here to do. Like, generally, as a community, you should support your the people. The community used to support their sages and their elders. They would take care of them because they did was help take care of the community. Again, I don't mean this in like, as we understand church and religion today. This was a completely different fucking thing. Where these people were completely dedicated to taking care of their community. Some of them didn't have children because they literally, every child that lived in that place was their child, was their son and their daughter. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yes, my son. I mean, fucking absolutely 100% from the very bottom of their fucking essence lived that truth, man. I don't mean like, and like, oh, thank you, my dear, and then driving a fucking Bentley that, their community took care of them. And so these people who are literally trying to help you, you have to help them fucking live. And this is a skill. I've spent most of my life fucking studying fucking magic. So that way, like, I could teach you guys how to do this. I had to remember this. And it's hard because the world doesn't want this stuff anymore. They're like, give me my MTV. I want my McDonald's. I just want to stuff my chakras with. I want to fill that empty hole in my soul with dick and vagina, alcohol, and fast food. Drugs and narcotics. And not all drugs are bad. Not all narcotics are bad either. I mean, overindulgence is. But, like, generally, people who are just straight purists are fucking idiots. They're like, I don't want to be a Buddha. That's not why I came here. Like, I want to have sex and get high. I want to be a person, Yeah, so take care of your peoples, your spiritual people, who help guide and support us and protect us from fucking scary stuff. Like, if you've never had an actual, like, full blown terrifying fucking supernatural experience, let me tell you, you're probably going to in a little bit, and you're gonna want someone who's actually fucking who's actually gone into spiritual combat with entities. Who's actually, because again, I'll tell you, even when, like, fairies or some of these other ghosts, the deceased interact with you, or an angel even for that matter, because they're there, and or other various entities that are not bad, that want to get to know us. They want to get to know you. And like, but if you've never fucking had a telepathic conversation with a fucking multidimensional entity before, let me tell you, it's fucking terrifying. It's like, because you're used to be 9 to 5, got a job at McDonald's, watch fucking hockey in Canada, fucking have Timmy's, and all of a sudden you're fucking, dead people want you to, like, help them fucking get to the other side, or fucking fairies are fucking moving your shit around, and they're literally, like, you can see them, like, or demons are fucking attacking you and, like, trying to enter your body so they can fucking, like, because they can wear you like a fucking suit. Because I'll tell you, possession's real, aliens and demons, kind of the same thing, same with angels. There's no fucking difference between them. When they talk about heaven, what do you think they're talking about? They're talking about stars above, man. Because that's, again, not what we think it is. Time isn't what we think it is. Dimensional travel isn't what we think it is. It's at least not the way we think of it as it actually is. What it is so much more and completely different than we could actually even imagine. Well, except for me, I got a really good fucking imagination. I've been doing it for a while. So, yeah, take care. Like, so, please look into more of this stuff. Like, this is literally, like, the science of creation, and it's here for you to use. Again, you don't need a guru. There's so many people, like, want to do, like, I'm going to be your motivational life coach. I mean, like, I would love to help you and do other things and even talk about this. Like, generally, because, again, like, the more I talk about it, the more confidence I have about it. And as we pull down the knowingness and I give it to you, you become more confident and we create this biofeedback loop of knowledge sharing, an individual process. I am not trying to get you to join fucking any of these secret societies or fucking cults or fucking any of that shit. Study up first, then look into it for some of the other stuff, you know? Because they're gonna like groupthink, like think like us. It's a hive mind. They can't fucking help it because they've all been infected by these fucking entities, these dark fucking entities that want to destroy all of creation. They want to fucking kill all the guys, rape your women, and eat your fucking babies. I know. Guess what? Alex Jones is right about that. Absolutely. And the alien invasion is not coming from above. It's coming from within. Because when you travel through space, you don't bring a body. You are literally traveling as a energetic body of light, plasma, and sound. And when they come here and they start looking for fucking dumb fucking motherfuckers who only care about unimportant things, don't understand what consciousness actually is, whose chakras are all fucked up, not spinning properly, or even fuck, you got those other fucking people in the States that are like, they're called organic vessels, organic portals, where they literally only have the three lower chakras. You know those, fucking mouth breathers. You know what I mean? Like, you look at them and they're just like, eh, literally only three chakras. And the entire fucking, like, the whole family, there's not even a soul amongst the whole lot of them. Not even a whole being, right? That's who, and they want more of those. They want to fuck turn all of us into that. All of creation is that just to serve them and fucking, bring me another. No, man, they're fucking, that's what they want. Just a bunch of fucking zombie parasite fucking people who don't own anything or want to own anything and just like get the jab, do whatever they're fucking told, and like who don't have a fucking soul. They're not even capable of like sustaining a higher level of consciousness because the parts aren't there at all. So good luck, have fun, let me know, uh, like, subscribe. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Fuck. Uh, and yeah. God fucking bless you. If you don't know what the Zokin is either, like, yeah, we're literally huge. We're in it to fucking win it, guys. So have fun and play safe.